Hey, Matt, obviously with Sam being questionable, that's a step in the right direction, I would suppose. Is there any update on Christian? Is he being designated or is he out this week?
Uh, we'll have to get through tomorrow. Today was a walkthrough. Saturday is typically the day where we, move around and go explosive. So try to have explosive movement. So we'll see if he's able to hit full speed. He's obviously in good condition. He knows the game plan. So I'm hopeful that Christian might play. I really am. We'll just go out there tomorrow and see how it goes. And, with regards to Sam, I'm hopeful that he'll play too. He had a good walkthrough today. He could, has to clear the protocol. He's still working on his shoulder. But I think he looks good. I think signs are positive. So we'll see what he can do tomorrow. And he could. I think anything's on the table. He could be up, for this game, which would be great.
So he's made some good progress through that protocol, and as far as Christian as well, he's been making progress.
Yeah, I think they both have made progress throughout the course of the week. It's just are they in game shape? And obviously with Sam, he could also be up as the backup too, which is always a possibility as well, just depending on the shoulder and obviously not the concussion. So we'll continue to go through the steps in the protocol and see where he's at.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Jonathan Alexander, followed by Joe Person.
I was going to ask that same question, but I just want to make sure Sam hasn't had any type of setbacks at all. I know it's very meticulous, the protocol, and then I'll ask another question. Just want to make sure of that.
Yeah, he's in the protocol. I can't comment on the specifics, but his I don't if there's a setback in the protocol, whatever that would be. Typically, they just don't advance you to the next step. So.
And what was Stanley Thomas Oliver like? Was that during the game or was that during practice? His injury?
Yeah, no, it's just something that that's kind of not football. It's just something anatomical for him. I guess his toes just having a bunch of pain. So we're just working to get him back at. I think he'll be cleared to practice tomorrow. So we'll see. You'll see where he's at. Obviously, they do a tremendous job on punt return. Olszewski's fantastic. They do a great job schematically with building walls and doing things. So Stanley's someone we'd love to have out there. We think he's doing a nice job as a gunner so far.
Matt, is the shoulder as much a concern for Sam at this point as the protocol?
Yes.
And is that why you said he could potentially be kind of like backup in case of an emergency type of situation?
Yeah, we're preparing. It's our job to prepare for all contingencies and to expect the unexpected. So, James Morgan's gotten reps this week. PJ's gotten reps this week. Sam's done what he can, and so obviously we need to have two quarterbacks up on game day. We've gone through all the different. Again, last week was not eye openings. We're always prepared, but Sam going down and PJ took that big hit on the speed option, and it's kind of like, hey, who's up next? So just making sure we get everyone reps. Sam's battling back from that shoulder, and obviously the protocol is the protocol. We have to deal with we have to satisfy all that, make sure he's healthy, and then beyond that, just hey, how's he feeling? How's he throwing?
And Paradis, real quickly.
Paris looks good to me. I mean, he just, it's just that time of season, right? So, but I would expect that he'd be ready to go.
All right, let's go to Will Pelagic.
You're muted, Will. You're still muted.
Sorry about that. In terms of Pat Elflein, would you end up going with him as a starter if he had to play, or would it be something that he'd come in as a backup also in that kind of role?
Yeah, I mean he's just questionable at this point. He's working his way back. Kind of the same as Christian and Sam. You kind of get back, you start practicing again. It doesn't mean you're ready to go out and truly play. So he'll practice tomorrow. We'll see how he looks tomorrow. I wouldn't anticipate him starting. I think we'd probably go with the same five we went with last week, but he is someone that potentially could be up as a backup or rotational player.
And Christian, if he plays on Sunday, would that be a limited role? Would that be going back to his role first 3 weeks, or how would you handle it?
Yeah, I've answered that this week. I think I think he's just coming back right now. I don't think that it would be one of those 50, 60, 70 play games. And plus, Chuba's done a great job, and Amir's done a great job, and Royce has done a great job. So we have three guys there that we really like. So, the important thing right now is that we make sure that we do everything we can to win every game, and at the same time protecting our players from unnecessary risk. So Christian will play when he's ready, and only play as many snaps as seems appropriate for where he is coming back. And hopefully we do that. We can build him up to getting back to playing 40, 50, 60 snaps when need be.